Hello, my name is Renee L. Ferguson from Renee L. Ferguson Photography/FinishingTouches. I'm a photographer in West Virginia, and today I'd like to come on here and talk to you about a personal project that I've been working on since 2018. So, how it started is I have a mentor, and he asked me to do a personal project. And initially, I thought, well, I'll do a macro photography photo book. Now, my husband had a better idea. So what he did is he gave me this idea of finding the African Americans from West Virginia that have made significant contributions in their field. So what I did is I thought about it, went back to my mentor. He said to go ahead and go for it. So this is what I've done. So back in 2018, we made a list. We went to Google and made a list on all the people that we could find online that made significant contributions to or for West Virginia. Well, for themselves, of course, but being from West Virginia. The areas that they have been in are profound. Entertainment, academia, law, the military, sports, religion, artist, even another photographer. And I'll give you a little bit about her later. But how we did the project is this. We didn't necessarily go to capture their biography. What we wanted to do is find out what inspired them, who inspired them, and what was their pivotal points in life to cause them to be molded into the person that they are today. So, the stories that we heard in the interviews are profound. I want to make sure that you all will be able to hear, read, and experience what I did when you read those stories. So I'm compiling them all and putting them in a book so that I can document their lives and let you know that they exist. As we started to go through the stories, I wanted to find a name or a title for the book to see what would do justice for them. And because we live in West Virginia and because in the lower, not so much up here in the Eastern Panhandle where we live, where I live, I didn't hear a whole lot about coal. But throughout West Virginia, it's a coal country, or it has been. Some of the parents were coal miners, and I heard that frequently. So the thing is, I've heard that compressed coal makes diamonds. So that's what I've called the book, The Diamonds of West Virginia. Now, as I talk to you today, I would love to introduce you to some of the diamonds that I've met. One of the diamonds that I would like to tell you about was a man named Mr. Clifton Brooks. He was the last surviving Tuskegee Airman in West Virginia. At the time he was living, he resided in Kaiser, West Virginia. Unfortunately, he's passed on now, but I will tell you, he had a profound story. His family, when I went to interview him, his family surrounded him and they talked to him. Well, they had little sayings that they would say to him in order to allow him to tell his story. Now, he didn't tell his whole story, but the things that he told us were very, very interesting. He was able to still wear his original Eisenhower jacket, and he told me about that. He told me about things that happened when he was in the war, and then he also told me some of the things that happened during his family and with his family and throughout his life. Now, there were a lot of things that we gathered from documentation, and then family, some of his children were there, so they were able to fill in some of the rest of his story when they were growing up. So I would love to let you see a picture of him. And here he is. It's going to be compiled in the book. Now, the next person I want to talk about is an individual named Mr. Kenneth Gray. Now, Mr. Kenneth Gray, he resides in West Virginia. He still resides in West Virginia. And he was a JAG General, 2-star, in the Army. Now, the story he told will bring you to tears. It will enlighten you and will inspire you. This is a picture of him. Now, the next person I'd like to talk to you about is a lady by the name of Dawn D. Hester. She's a friend of mine now, but what I found interesting is that she knew a lot of my family, but I didn't know her. Now, I'll tell you over time how I met her. But what I want to tell you is the story that she told me and my husband, and how she became a military photographer and then turned to get to become a FBI photographer was amazing. The stories, the things she had to deal with, and all the things that molded her to pivot that way, it's nothing less than amazing. You have to read her story. Now, another person I'd like to... Oh, wait a minute. Got a picture for her, too. Another one, Eric Carter, Mr. Eric Carter. Now, Mr. Eric Carter is a self-taught artist. Now, you would think, he's just an artist. No, he's not just an artist. Wait till I show you some of the pictures that he's done. And how he became an artist was something that will blow your mind. What I want to do is tell you that story as well. How he became an artist, what he did to become an artist, and what he does now. But I want you to read that in the book as well. And here's a picture of him. And a picture that he's painted. Look at this. What I've done is I've built a landing page, and I've also set up community with the Diamonds so that all of them can meet each other online and support each other, but you can support them as well. So I've got 3 different tiers of a community donation. And the highest tier will allow you to be in the room or in the Zoom chats with them. Now, if you choose not to be in the community, and there are perks that go along with each level of the community, but if you choose not to be in the community, I also have a donation area where you can donate what you like. So any donation, big or small, doesn't matter to me. If it's 50 cents, it's still closer to the goal that I have to meet. I have to travel to Canada, Seattle. There's a few places in Texas that I have to go to. And then there's also some in the northern part of the state, United States, the states that I have to travel to. Massachusetts, and I think there's another one. But what I'd like to do is ask you to donate on that page so that I can finish, so that you can help me finish the book, and then you'll be able to see who these people are, who these diamonds are, how they've shined, and what they've contributed to the United States or their fields. So the place where you could donate is the Diamonds. It's called Diamonds.FinishingTouches.com. Your support ensures that these stories are captured, shared, and preserved in a book as a part of history, not just for West Virginia, but also the United States. So I would love for you to check out my landing page at diamonds.finishingtouches.com, or you can contact me or check out my website. It's also there at PhinishingTouches.com. And then I also have some things on my YouTube. So if you follow my social media platforms, you'll begin to see updates and highlights on all of these diamonds that you may or may not have known. Over time, you'll get to know the faces will become familiar with you, especially if you follow my social media pages. So once again, thank you for allowing me to take just a bit of your time to explain what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day.